Hi, so today I'm going to talk about the basic mistakes that students in primary school always make when doing addition and subtraction of fractions compared to multiplication and division of fractions. Okay, we are not going to go in depth into the calculations, but these are the things that students always make mistakes in, and these are the things to avoid. So the purpose of this video is to help you to know what to avoid and the right things to do when doing each of these. Okay, so to start, we are going to take note of the first rule, which is that there should always be a common denominator when doing addition and subtraction. On the other hand, when doing multiplication and division, we do not change to a common denominator. The reason for that is because when you change to a common denominator, it makes your calculation more difficult as the numbers get bigger, and there is no reason to do it because it is unnecessary. So, for example, in addition and subtraction, make sure that there is a common denominator by multiplying the denominators. 7 times 8, 8 times 7. Do the same over here and do the calculation from there. In this case, you will have 16 out of 56 added to 21 out of 56, giving you an answer of 37 out of 56. If you were to do subtraction of fractions, you should be doing the same thing. Multiply this by 7, multiply this by 3, do the same on top. And the working for this would be 14 out of 21 minus 12 out of 21. This will give me an answer of 2 out of 21. Now, we do not want to change to a common denominator for multiplication and division, because if you were to do that, you can see that if you were to do that, and this is the wrong working, do not do this, you are going to get a number that would be much bigger. And I used the same numbers for both questions for comparison. Okay? And then you will have to take 16 times 21 and 56 times 56. After which you will get a very big number, which you will need to simplify. Okay? And all this is unnecessary. So instead, simply multiply the numerators and the denominators by taking 2 times 3 and 8 times 7. And this will give us 6 out of 56, which you should always simplify. Okay? And that will give me 3 out of 28 when I divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2. However, I will show you later what you should do to improve this. Next. In addition and subtraction, you do not simplify across different fractions. Some students make this mistake. They will actually simplify like this, dividing each of these by 2. And this is a mistake. Do not do this. You will be doing it wrongly. Okay? On the other hand, for multiplication and division, you should always simplify by taking these two numbers and simplifying it to get the answer, where you will take 1 times 3 and 7 times 4. If you do not do that, what would happen is that you will take 2 times 3 to get 6, 7 times 8 to get 56, after which you will need to divide them, and they are bigger numbers than previously. That makes it harder. Therefore, always simplify before multiplying them. And now we go to the third one. Always solve mixed numbers. Always solve as mixed numbers for addition and subtraction, and always change mixed numbers to improper fractions first before solving for multiplication and division. Why do we solve them as mixed numbers and not improper fractions? Because by changing them to improper fractions, and this is again the wrong working, after which you will need to multiply the denominators like this. And this will give you much bigger numbers which you will later need to simplify. Okay, again, it's unnecessary working. The correct working would be to take 2 plus 3 and then take the 2/5 and add it to the 1/4. Okay, it will be similar to what we did earlier, as in we need to get a common denominator. And then adding the fractions. And my answer would appear quickly without big values. On the other hand, you cannot multiply them like this easily. And the best thing to do for multiplication and division is to change them into improper fractions. And the reason for doing that is because now you can simplify. After doing this, check if you can simplify further, and if you can't, simply multiply them across. And this will give me 39 out of 5, of which, if I was to simplify into a mixed number, would give me 7 and 4/5. Okay, and that is all you need to remember. Watch this over and over again. Make notes so that you do not make these errors. Finally, always leave your answers in mixed numbers in the simplest form, even if the instructions do not ask for it. Because if you do not, at least in the local context of examinations, you will lose marks for your answers. Okay, good luck out there. Bye-bye.